I'm going to introduce our first speaker here, and this is Deanna Vizi, who is a child care provider in Ohio. She is a member of AFSCME. Child care workers in her home state were recently granted collective bargaining rights under Governor Strickland, though those rights are now in jeopardy as a result of legislation that is currently pending in that state legislature because of a new governor there. Deanna will talk to us a little bit about her life and working conditions and talk about the action, collective action that is going on there and in your profession. And if we could just begin to please tell us a little bit about yourself and what it means to be a child care worker and how long you've worked at it, and also why you decided to become an organizer. Deanna.
Okay, my name is Deanna, and I'm a child care provider from Ohio. I love what I do. I think that working moms everywhere are more productive. They're less stressed when they know that their child is well taken care of and well loved. I don't see any other job more important to a working mom. She can't bring home that paycheck without that. So when two women came to my home about 2 years ago and said that we were getting a group together to organize, I was ecstatic. I came from a union home. My dad's a retired sprinkler fitter. My mother was a nuclear security officer at a nuclear power plant. She was very active in her union. So I know what the union can do for working families. If it wouldn't be for the union, my family would not have been so lucky growing up. So one of the first things that we discussed when we wanted to get the union going is, we can get a voice. And as an individual, I have a voice, but as a group, we have a louder voice. So better heard. So we got a petition and we signed. We went all around to child care providers all over Ohio. We got them to sign a petition. We took it to the governor. He granted us some bargaining power, and we got on committees and we bargained for our first contract, which was exciting. And I have faith that collective bargaining is going to go on. My sisters and I in Ohio are going to keep on fighting.
Thank you. Deanna, I wanted to ask you in this question here, what advice would you give to women across the country who are maybe watching us right now at this moment, who are feeling alone and helpless and worried about their work situation, just like I'm sure you are, and possibly also what's the next step now with respect to your job security because of what the legislation, the new legislation that will now take away the ability for you to have protections, collective bargaining. So if you could help us understand that, that would be great.
Well, first of all, I would tell them, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to get involved. Don't be afraid to pick up that phone and make a phone call and ask. No matter what your job is, there is a union out there to help you. I don't care what it is. And don't be afraid. Don't feel like you're alone. You are never alone. There are women all over this country who are there to support you. So they should never feel alone.
What are some of the plans that are taking place on the ground?
Well, right now in Ohio, we have already passed, our legislators have passed a bill that is going on for a full vote in the Senate. It just passed a committee vote right now. We are protesting, we are lobbying the people who will be voting, and we are telling them that they need to vote no. We need our collective bargaining. We need it. Everyone needs it. And I really, truly, I have faith in this democratic process that we're going to fight and we're going to win.